Why most of the fashion D2C brands struggle to grow or take their brand to the next level. This has been the biggest, question a lot of brands, founders, they always have in their mind. And especially some of them have already tried their hands, working with agencies, freelancers, or doing their ads on their own. And they are not able to grow beyond a certain level. First of all, they do not know what is the one thing that is holding them back to grow their D2C brand to the next level. Most of the times they blame it's the targeting issue, it's the agency fault, or it's the creative that is an issue, ad copy is an issue. Meta is just taking their money away. Meta wants to just spend and not give them any ROI. Or is it the external factors? It's the competitors, all kind of reasons. They always have some sort of excuse. Especially I have seen like being from the agency background after working with 300 plus brands. I have heard a lot of times from clients that their previous agencies, previous partners, they do say, okay, this is happening because of this, because of X, because of Y, because of Z. They don't know what is the reason that is holding their brand to grow to the next level. So, how do we or how do Arlocks find out, okay, what is the one thing, what is the biggest thing or one thing that is the reason that hold a lot of D2C brands to grow to the next level? So I'll give you an example here. Yesterday, I was talking to one of our clients, and she onboarded with us recently. She has been running ads for almost last 2 years, and she has scaled her brand to almost, you can say, double figures. Like she's making more than 10 lakh per month right now, anywhere between 10 to 20 lakh. And then what happened is I was in a call. I had a couple of calls with her before we started the campaigns. And she mentioned that she feels that her ROAS is low. She has been getting 2.5, 2.8x certain times, certain months. She has gotten even 3x ROAS, and she feels her ROAS is low and she's not making money. She's losing money. She is not breaking even. And I was surprised. I was amazed that how could she manage to run this business, run this brand for last 2 years if she has been losing money month on month. I mean, until and unless somebody has investors' money or some external funds, they can do it. But her brand is completely bootstrapped. So rather than looking into the ad account, just which any other conventional agency would try to do, to get into the ad account, get into the Shopify, come up with some three reasons. Okay, hey, your ads are not working, your ROAS is low because of this and that. Rather than doing that first, what we did differently is we talked to her very openly, very transparently, and asked her a few questions. I think I'll share my screen and show you what exactly I asked her so you get a better clarity. So here is my sheet. This is we call ROAS, which is being designed and made by my partner Van. This is pretty cool stuff. Here, what we see is, first of all, whenever a brand get on board with Arlocks, we calculate their average order value. So we calculated, okay, what is her AOV? And she said her AOV is 1320. I said, what is your product cost? And product cost came to 380 rupees. Then the merchant processing fee, which is PayU, 2.5% came to 20 rupees of almost average order value, 25 rupees. Shipping cost 70, packing cost 20. So if we calculate all of it, her cost is 490 rupees, is total cost of product plus fulfillment. So she is left with 830 rupees gross margin. That means her product level break-even ROAS is 1.59. So why she is saying that her break-even is 2.5 or 3x when the brand is making money if the ROAS is above 1.59, where all the product and fulfillment cost and logistic cost is being covered. Also the GST factor as well. You might be thinking, okay, what about the GST 5%? We have already included that factor in the product cost. So that was 3% net GST impact, which we have included in the product cost. So what are other costs that could be involved? Yeah, fixed cost, definitely being considered that also. Fixed cost, it's not 75,000. It came to 1 lakh. 1 lakh fixed cost she has been bearing, which includes definitely working with Arlocks. And what happened is, if you see her break even comes around almost, you can say, 2x. So she break even at 2x almost. If she spent 5,75,000, she makes profits at 40,000, 48,000 profit. She has been already spending close to 6 lakh in the ad. So her break even is close to 1 point, you can say a 1.9. So at 1.9 ROAS, she could break even, like she could recover the ad spend, product cost, logistic, fulfillment, shipping, and fixed cost. And beyond that, all is making money. At 2.5x ROAS, after paying GST and all, she has been making net profit month on month, 2.5 lakh. But she feels she doesn't have anything in the bank. And I said, okay, hey, I have to look at your bank statements, and we need to do an audit of your financial reports, profit and loss statement, to get a better clarity. But you're getting my point. This is the key here. Now, this brand, she was telling, okay, we don't want to scale. I want to prioritize the ROAS, and I want to increase the ROAS first to 3.5x. Okay. I said, rather than doing that, if we scale the budget, right? If we increase the ad spend, we go 10 lakh. And if you maintain the same ROAS that you have been getting, 2.5, you would make the same profit that you could make at like 6 lakh ad budget, and even by getting 3.5 ROAS. So the profitability, the profit value is almost the same. And the revenue at 10 lakh is, with a 2.5 ROAS, is almost 25 lakh revenue. So revenue increased by 50, 60% almost from the existing revenue. So why not we do that? You're getting my point? So it's not that, okay, it's always there is a problem in your ad account, or in the creatives, in the targeting, this and that, or it's your agency who's competent or incompetent, whatever it is. The reason is you lack perspective. As a founder, as a brand owner, as a business owner, you lack perspective on your profitability, on your costing, or you do not see the big picture, how you are going to make profits over the long term, over the period of 1 year. And as everybody is running after these days ROAS metric, which is obviously featured by a lot of social media, YouTube channels, ads like, okay, how to get 20x ROAS, 30x ROAS, and you are just getting yourself feeded by all of that, and you're losing the real insight of a business, of a sustainable business. So to make a sustainable, scalable, and profitable D2C business, D2C brand, fashion D2C brand, or any other D2C brand, if you are being stuck, if there is anything that is holding you back, that is that you lack the perspective. That is, you do not know exactly what is your cost, and you might not have ever calculated your break even. And if you have calculated your break even, then you are already at one step ahead than 95% of the D2C brand owners. Because 95% people, they don't check their cost properly. They know the product cost, but they do not see it, the break even, what is the exact real break even ROAS. They say my break even is 3, but it's never, it may not be 3x for them. It might be 2x. And they're already getting 3x, they are making profits. All they have to do is they get to scale, and they get to expand the growth. They get to expand the operations, they get to add other new products, or they get to increase the ad spends, or they get to have a lot more creatives, lot more campaigns in the ad account. But rather than they doing that, they restrict themselves, they stop the growth, they get delusional, they think, okay, their ROAS is not good, it's a bad ROAS they're getting, they're losing money, all just feeded beliefs and ideas and thoughts. They mess up their current system, and then they start running after the shiny objects. So, okay, are people who are talking about how to get 10x ROAS, how to get 20x ROAS, and then they lose the business completely. So If you are also on the same trajectory, I would highly recommend you to get on a call with us, talk to our logs, talk to one of our experts, and really understand what is that one thing that is holding back your brand to grow to the next level. And I'll tell you, it's mostly going to be the perspective, not the strategy, not the tactics, not the gimmicks. It's the perspective that you're lacking to really scale a fashion D2C brand. Thank you for watching my video. I look forward to see you next video.